A United Kingdom court has ruled in favor of the Nigerian government in its ongoing battle against Process and Industrial Development Limited. The Business and Property Court in London found that P&ID's 2010 contract for the construction of a gas processing plant in Calabar, Cross River State was obtained through fraudulent means. Judge Robin Knowles made this clear that the awards previously granted to P&ID were fraudulent. President Bola Tinubu described this ruling as a triumph not only for Nigeria but for all of Africa. He commended Justice Robin Knowles for prioritizing the merits of the case above all other considerations. With this judgment, Nigeria successfully halted the enforcement of the $11 billion award that had originally favored P&ID.
A very delightful moment during the Federal Executive Council meeting when the news filtered in that Nigeria had indeed won this case, and of course, as expected, the president was very elated. So also members of the Federal Executive Council were all very happy that that news filtered in, and this is one direction that Mr. President is going, ensuring that things are dealt with expeditiously, responsibly, and with utmost responsibility.
However, Nigeria's Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, emphasized that this judgment sends a strong message that nation-states will no longer be held hostage by economic conspiracies involving private firms and corrupt officials seeking to extort and indebt the nations they pledge to protect.
This successful result is a decisive victory for the people of Nigeria, who stood to lose over $11 billion United States dollars for the Nigerian administration, and for the Nigerian administration, which has now reached a milestone in its mission to challenge the scourge of corruption. The judgment also serves as a damning indictment of predatory international investors who should now rightfully be deterred by preying upon Nigeria and other developing nations to satisfy their greed. P&ID and its associates, both Nigeria and the world over, shamelessly attempted to defraud the country and enrich themselves through sharing the Federal Republic of Nigeria's privileged document, fraud, bribery, and corruption on an industrial scale. Those efforts, which took place over many years, have now finally been uncovered for all of us to see. It is imperative to point out that several agents of P&ID made overtures, even as at last week, to the Federal Republic of Nigeria for settlement on this case. However, the resolve of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, not to go hand in gloves with fraudulent counterparties or condone corruption informed the position of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to hold fast to its position not to settle.
Following this judgment, there will be further hearings in the United Kingdom court to determine the costs payable by P&ID and other parties involved in the case. Nigeria's argument throughout the proceedings was that the gas deal claimed by P&ID had been secured through bribery of government officials.